Good afternoon, my name is Angie Rojas, and today I'm going to be presenting on speech pathology / what it takes to become a speech therapist. Starting off with your educational requirements, you're going to need a bachelor's degree in communication sciences, a master's degree in speech and language pathology. You're going to need to take part of a CFP program, which is a clinical fellowship program for a minimum of 1,260 observation hours. You're going to need to pass your national speech and language pathology exam, and you're going to need to have another foreign language course. For financial costs, the master's degree is $23,000 to $75,000 per year, and for school supplies and boarding fees, it is $50,000 to $125,000 per year. And to receive your Texas license, it comes with a fee of $150. For your license requirements, you're going to need an ASHA license, which stands for American Speech Hearing Association license. You're going to need your Texas license to begin your practice, and like I said before, you need to take part of a CFP program for a minimum of 1,260 hours, which is 36 weeks, for more experience. For employment data, the national average for your annual salary is $90,078, and speech therapy jobs are estimated to grow 27% from 2018 to 2028. Your responsibilities as a speech therapist include assessing different swallowing disorders by diagnosing them, treating them, and preventing them with therapy. You're going to need different treatments for your different patients because everyone has their individual condition and unique problem that you're going to have unique treatments for. You're going to need to do screenings for their voice and speech disorders in order to diagnose them properly. You're going to need to have records of your patient's conditions and information in order to help diagnose them in the end. And for benefits and composition, it's self-employment. You're going to have various insurance policies depending on your self-employment. You have the ability to specialize with children and adults and their different disorders and diseases. Your education must be continued before your license expires in order to not go through any additional fees that aren't really necessary. Your working environment should be clean and comfortable for your patient. Depending on if you are self-employed, you can work up to 40 hours a week. You're going to need to have different skills and treatment areas for your patients depending on their condition, of course. And if you are self-employed, you can create your own working schedule. For different skills that you're going to need as a speech therapist, you need to be compassionate towards your patient. You need to have problem-solving skills to help your patient overcome their condition. You're going to need to be a critical thinker. You need to have patience, which is very important because patients can have a lot of trouble obviously speaking, and it takes a lot of time to get through that or get better. You're going to need to have good listening skills and good communication skills. You need to be determined because it takes a long time to get your patient where they need to be. I kind of know this from experience. I have a nephew who has a speech problem, and it has been taking him a while with his speech therapist to overcome that speech problem. And it's really helpful when the speech therapist is very patient with your patient. You're also going to need A&P skills, which is anatomy and physiology, and that concludes my presentation.